Hello there, welcome back to Luke's Beauty Reviews. So today, like in my previous video, I said that we're going to be doing a review of makeup. So what I'm going to do today is put on what I would wear when I'm going out, sort of out as such. So not so much daily wear, but more sort of when you go out in the evening, whether you're going out for dinner, whether you're going out for drinks, etc. So I'm going to do sort of a nighttime, evening makeup look. Obviously the techniques that I go through are not on a professional basis, they're what I like to do. So I'm going to give this a go. So the first product that we're going to put on my face, so as you can see, I've got like quite a lot of redness, dark eyes as usual, so we really want to sort of conceal the face first. I always like to conceal first. So this product here is by e.l.f. Cosmetics and it's a 16-hour wear concealer, so it does last. So this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, it's quite thick, which is really good because it lasts a while, but I'm just gently going to apply small dots. So what I do when I put concealer on, I always look down and look up, and it highlights any sort of where you need to conceal around the eye, especially if you've got dark circles and things like that. So I'm just going to conceal the areas that I feel need covering. There we go. The good thing about liquid concealer that I prefer is it does rub in quite well. Sometimes with concealers, you can get quite a sort of, you know, when you wrinkle or frown, you can get quite powdery, which I don't like. Where I find with liquid concealers, it does dry in quite well and leaves a nice finish. Now, for some reason, I have got a lot of rashes today on my face, like all blotchy. So I'm just going to conceal all the areas that I feel I'm not liking at the moment, or not liking today. There we go. I always like to do a little bit of conceal over here, because when we do our eyebrows then, it does highlight every part. So I use a little beauty sponge to blend it all in, so just small dotty motions, just to get that in. I do like to rub it up and down. There we go. Lovely. There we go. So there we go. So that's what we do. So I do use different types of concealers. Some concealers, there is one that I use by the Natural Collection, and it's not that expensive. It's just under £5. A bit like this one. This Nip and Fab was under £5 as well. I don't like to spend too much money on concealers myself. I do believe that some brands are quite expensive than others, and to be honest, I've used very expensive brands before, but a £5 concealer does the job for me personally. I have used, you know, concealers that cost £26 onwards, and they're just no good. They're not. I don't recommend them at all. There we go. So I've just concealed all around the eye area, and wherever there's sort of redness. So as you can see, it does reduce my redness, especially around my eyes. My dark circles do appear reduced. I never put concealer on too thick. I just put a thin layer on. I will just touch up this small little spot that I've got here, which is really annoying me. Don't you just hate it when you wake up in the morning and you have spots? Like, why does this happen? Why? There we go, let's put a bit more around there. There we go. So that's what we do, like this. Blend it all in. There we go. And it's actually got quite a nice smell, the Nip and Fab concealer. Some concealers can smell a bit earthy, but this one's actually got a really nice smell, which is good. I feel like our faces smell quite nice as well. So we're just going to put this on like that. So there we go. I'm quite happy that I feel that I've concealed my face enough for everything. Ready for the next application. So the next thing I like to do is I like to blend a primer with an illuminator. So these are the products we call it. So I've got the Bare Minerals primer, which has got an SPF 30 in it. So I'll just try and get it in there. It's got SPF Daily Defense SPF 30. So I'm all about sun protection because, as you know, 80% of the sun causes aging. So we've got to make sure we protect our skin as much as we can from those rays. And then I do like to use, I think it's called, you see it there? Doo-Wop. It's a natural illuminating face gel. It's got lots of sort of illuminating antioxidants in as well, and it just gives a nice sheen to your face. The reason why I always use an illuminator is because when you're out and about and you're having pictures taken, I always feel that having something illuminating over your face, it does like a blur on the camera. So any sort of imperfections, I feel it blurs out because you've got that nice sheen in your face. So what we're going to do is I mix together, I just put 2 pumps of the gel on my finger, maybe 2.5, of the Prime Time. It's got a tint in it. I love things with a tint because it covers up the most things. And I literally just put 1 squirt, a little bit squirts of the primer and illuminator. So what we do is I just mix it together, just a tiny little bit, and then I just put it on here like this, and then I gently rub it in. There we go. So just very slightly rub it in. It's actually quite refreshing, the mixing the gel illuminator with the actual primer. I think it makes quite a nice finish on our face. There we go, so just rub that all in like that. There we go, fantastic, brilliant. So, as you can see, that's created quite a nice glow and finish. And the good thing about primers is it makes it easy to apply foundation powders, whatever you like to call them, bronzers, etc. So I'm just going to quickly grab my next product, which will be my foundation powder for you. So this product is by Bare Minerals. So I use a fairly light shade because I have got quite a light skin tone. This once again has SPF 15 in. So once again, all about that sun protection, keep our skin protected. So what I like to do is I just pop a tiny little bit into the pot, and then I get my foundation powder brush. Always give it a little blow just in case you want too much product to go on. And I gently just buff out the foundation powder onto my face. I don't like to put too much of this on. I think a little goes a long way. Me personally, I've always used loose foundation powders. I don't like liquid foundation. I feel it doesn't last as long, and you get more for your money. This product here is actually cost me, how much was it? £28. But sometimes you can get them on promotion offers, like 15% off days, especially with Bare Minerals Direct. Some of their stores have promotional days, and that's when I go in there. We all love a bargain and love a promotion. So I'm just going to keep putting a little bit more on. So as you can see, this is concealing quite well. It mixes well with the concealer, with the primer, with the illuminator. And I don't put too much product on because we don't want to make our skin look cakey. And sort of, especially when we like smile and things like that, we don't want those sort of makeup lines that go down, that give it away that we've got makeup on as well. We like to have a natural look, but looking like there's not too much makeup on. There we go, perfect. So that's the foundation powder all put on now. So as you can see, I feel it does give quite good coverage, and it's not too clumpy on your skin. Now, the next product that I will be using is the Beauty Crop Bronzer. It's a very small product. This is actually a sample in my Birchbox, but you can buy it on the Birchbox website, priced at £8. Now this is one of my favourite bronzers. I've used many bronzers, but this one, it goes on with really good coverage. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get it open, ready to use, and then I use quite a big brush to bronze. So I don't put too much product on, I just literally bang on the pot like that, just to get a little bit on, give it a blow, and then I always go up by my cheekbones and down, because we want to sort of, especially when the light hits our face, we want to have that nice angle of light hit our face, so it really emphasises our cheekbones. So when putting this on, I do believe in doing the love heart motion, So I'd put a bit on the forehead here, especially all the high points of our face. There we go. And then down. It's a little bit like a love heart. So down here, stroke it down there a bit. So you go like, it's like round, round, like a love heart. And then a little bit on your jawline here. Just makes it more, gives it more definition. There we go, smashing. That's that. So as you can see, how the light hits my face now, it makes it have more, really highlights those areas of our face that we need highlighting. So the next product that we're going to use is, let me have a little think actually, will be the Mineral Veil. So this is actually a small pot of the Mineral Veil. It normally priced at £23 for a big pot, a much bigger pot than this. But once again, you can get really good promotions with these. So what I do is I just get this brush here. It's quite a thick, dense brush that I like to use. And then I just put a little bit of the product in the pot there. As you can see it all in there? And I blow it, and then I gently apply the product all over my face, like this. There we go. Now this stuff really does help set makeup. Me personally thinks Mineral Veil is the thing. It is the thing. It sets your makeup, it gives it a good tone, and also it makes it feel really smooth as well. Like you haven't got makeup on, which is good. Obviously you can see I've got makeup on, but it doesn't make it too obvious to some people. There we go. Right, so that's all been applied onto my skin like that. There we go. Lovely Mineral Veil. Now, the next product I am going to be using is the eyebrows. Now, we all love a brow. This is my favourite part of putting makeup on the eyebrow, because you've got to be very careful with it. And it's how you put it on as well. Not too thick, not too dark as well. You've got to make it look like it's not like a big fake eyebrow. So this actually is the Brow Artist by L'Oreal. I pay about £10 for this product, and it does last a long time. Now inside you do get a wax, and then like a powder, an eyeshadow form powder that you put on your eyebrows. Me personally don't use the eyebrow wax. I just don't use it. I don't like it. I just put on the eyebrow powder and then buff it out with the little buffing brush there. So I'm just going to put this on now on one eyebrow. So I get quite a little bit on the brush, and then I gently just buff the eyebrow out like this. There we go. The good thing about, I find, when I put powder on, if I was to put the wax on then the powder, once you put that powder on the wax, it's very difficult if you go wrong to sort of brush it and amend it with a powder. You can just literally brush it to shape how you want it, which is good because that waxy stuff does stick quite well to our eyebrow hairs. So as you can see, I just very lightly put a tiny bit on, never too much. It just gives it more definition. Then I lightly buff the product out there. And I do a little curvatures around there. There we go. Then I always leave this bit to last. This is the funny bit, because that bit grows like that and that bit grows up. But I suppose everybody's eyebrows are very different. So I just do the other eyebrow now. So there we go. There we go. Just brush it on like that. And a little bit goes a long way, which is a big thing for me. There we go. Perfect. So, let me just brush it down. As I said before, I do prefer powder-based makeups. They do last longer. Well, I find anyway that they do. For example, this L'Oreal Brow Bar, I've had about 3 months, where if I had a liquid form eyebrow gel, you're talking a month. And sometimes with liquids, they do dry up, which is annoying. It's not like when you first buy a liquid form makeup, it does come out really well, and then after a month or so, it does seem to dry up a little bit more. So that's my eyebrows done. I'm not going to give them too much sort of product in them. It's just a nice, just fills them out a little bit to make them look full. Now, The next product that I use is the Bare Minerals Pure Radiance. So this is Flawless Radiance. This is a very small pot again, but it just gives a nice glow and put it in. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the product in. So as you can see in the video, you can see all the glitter particles flying in the air, and that will give our skin really, really good radiance. So the little brush that I use is just quite a little one on the end. So I put a tiny bit of the product on, and I just brush my cheek points here, and then down here we give it a brush as well. Now, especially under the eye area, I always put a little bit under here. It just gives it a nice glow, and it really makes our eyebrows then outstand everybody as well. There we go. Lovely. Look at that. That just goes on so well as well. There we go. Then what I like to do is a tiny little bit just above our lip line, like that. So at the moment, in terms of product, I've put everything on that I would normally put on when I'm going out. So as you can see, I have done a light coverage on my face, but I feel that it does give me a nice glow. Then if you was to go back to the video and start it from the beginning, my skin has definitely transformed. I'm just going to quickly grab 2 more products that I like to use and just go through with you what they are and what they do. So I'm just going to go and quickly get them now, and I'll be back in 1 moment. So there's 3 products that I just collected that I'm going to go through now. So this one is a Paw Tinted Peach. So you can get these for about £5 on special offer in certain places. So this product here can be used for quite a lot of things. So it can be used for lips, cheeks and cosmetic finishing. I just use it for my lips personally. I have used it once or twice for my contour areas. It is quite good. It does hold makeup quite well as well. So I just take a very small amount, I do. Just on my finger there. A little amount. And I just lightly put it on my lips. I actually would take a little bit more because I've got quite dry lips at the moment with this cold weather. There we go. So I just lightly put it on. And because it's a nice pink colour, it really makes your lips look more full and volumised. There we go. So I just put that on to give it a nice little finish. And the next product that I will be using is just for my eyelashes, just to give them a little bit of a condition. So I use a product by the Natural Collection, which is about £1.99. It's clear mascara. So I just lightly put this on here, just a tiny bit, just to condition my eyelashes like this. There we go. Like that. And then again, just on this. And a little bit on the bottom there. Like that. There we go. It just gives them a little bit more fullness and brings your eye colour out a little bit more. Then the last product that we use. This is a little gem that I always like to use. So it's actually Dale's Ford Rose Mist Spray. So it's a face mist and it's got little quartz diamonds in it, if you can see them jingling around in there. So this product, I'm all about rose water. So rose water is really good for, I will be doing a full review on rose water at some point because it's very important stuff and very, very good for our skin. So rose water is very good for acne. It's very good for anti-inflammatories. If you've got red skin, it really does bring down any redness. And also, this makes a brilliant makeup setting. So I actually found this product in a TK Maxx store priced at $5.99, but if you go online it's $38, so I was really impressed with this price. So all I do is I just spray it once. As you can see, it's just like a fine spray that comes out and it smells lovely, really refreshing. So all I do is hold my face back and then we just lightly spray a couple of sprays like this all around the neck, everywhere. So that product dries in and it does set your makeup really, really well. It's one of my favourite beauty products at the moment, but I will be doing a full review on Rose Mist Spray. So as you can see, I've just done a very light makeup look, so this will be appropriate whether you're going out for drinks, for dinner, etc. And And it doesn't actually take that long. It took me about, what, 20 minutes to put all my makeup on, etc., and just go through it all. But overall, I say that putting on like a makeup setting, it doesn't necessarily be rose mist, any sort of makeup setting spray, is really good. It instantly, I find, provides, rehydrates your skin. And also when you put makeup on, sometimes you can get that blotchiness. So I find it just really helps it mattify into our skin, and gives it a good radiant glow. So that is my review today on my makeup looks. The next product that I will be reviewing, it depends what comes first. I have got a Birchbox coming this April, so I'll be reviewing the contents of the Birchbox. Or, if the Birchbox doesn't come in time, my next review will be the Yes to Tomatoes by clogged pores. So we want to get rid of those blocked pores, especially around the nose area. So shout out to my friend Miss Chloe Berry, who got me this for my birthday, and I will review. So don't forget to subscribe to my page, and thanks for watching Luke's Beauty Reviews.